Welcome to the Salty Chip Podcast, where you're always coming back for more, with your hosts Mackenzie and Isaac.
This season on the Valley has had many ups and downs, I would say. And of course, lots of Jax and Brittany drama.
Even though he's been in rehab for most of the filming of it, he's still, that's how people are when those people, they go to rehab and they still know how to cause havoc from inside the rehab center on all the people they know outside.
And it's like, what rehab is this? Because any rehab that we've known of people being sent to, they don't have access to their phones. They're not able to run home real quick and uncover cameras and then go hop on back. I think he was staying at like a freaking Airbnb, maybe saw a therapist once, probably never did.
Yeah.
Or was staying at some luxury retreat resort that's like for wellness. But even those places don't allow your phone.
Yeah, I think if you demand it, they probably do, you know. But yeah, he was probably like where Raquel was or something.
No, like normal people can't demand their phone and then they give it to him. Like maybe he was able to because he was actively filming on a show and he was able to manipulate them to give him the phone.
Well, I mean, he definitely was. They said on one point he made the front desk lady lie about him being in the hospital to people. So who knows what kind of facility this was, but he was definitely like going crazy on the staff and making them do stuff that I'm like, that lady probably got fired.
I mean, poor workers dealing with him.
Oh, yeah.
And therapists and anyone who has to deal with Jax. Like, he is a lost cause. I am so glad production has announced that they are not having him back because he is a self-proclaimed sociopath, love bomber, psychopath, narcissist, rageaholic. He claims that he doesn't have addiction issues, then he does have addiction issues.
Yeah.
He's in and out of, facilities, and he won't go see a therapist, but he says he sees a therapist only for the cameras. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And as we've seen from Vanderpump Rules, we've watched Jax for the past 10, maybe even 15 years. We're done. Everyone's done. We can no longer give this guy any more airtime. Like, it's actually become like dangerous.
Yeah, it's just worn out his welcome. It's like all of his shenanigans are good when the show's starting off. Like Vanderpump, it was good. It brings a lot of ratings, a lot of drama. But then even Lisa Vanderpump is like, dude, you can't work in any of my establishments anymore. Like, it's too much. Like, you just are too much. And then same thing with the Valley. Like, they definitely, with launching the show, I feel like needed Brittany and Jax. Because that was sort of like the hook of grabbing all the Vanderpump audience and getting them to watch this. Because if they weren't there, they'd be like, who are these people? I guess Kristen too, as well. But
people want to go over just for Kristen. Because not until recently, everyone wasn't really much of a fan of Kristen.
Yeah. And so, like, even with the Valley after 2 seasons, like, okay, it's just the Jax show. Like, we got to get him out of here. Like, he's just crazy. Yeah. And I bet he's crazy for the producers to work with. Like, I bet the producers have all sorts of crazy stories of them trying to coordinate shoots with him. And it's just insane. And, like, him lying about all sorts of stuff. He says he's going to do this and that, but then it's totally not true. Like, but so they just get worn out. Yeah, so I agree. I think it is good that they're like, all right, we're done with Jax. Like, there's nothing new here. Everybody, he's been doing the same shit he was doing 10 years ago. And in 10 years, he's going to be doing the same shit. You don't need to see it. You're.
And so thank goodness Brittany knows herself well enough to file for divorce while Jax is in rehab, because she knows if she sees him again and he starts love bombing her, that she'll fall for it. And I think both of them use each other. I think, she was a huge Vanderpump Rules fan, met Jax, got in bed with him, and never left his side. So, and
she got a lot out of it.
Worked her way into it. Fame,
even dealing with all this TV stuff that he puts her through and divorced her now. She got a lot out of dating him.
Yes.
And got to make a name for herself, multiple TV shows.
Right.
Like
living in California.
All sorts of brand deals, able to do all this stuff. So she definitely benefited from being with him. Yes. And I think that's why she wanted to be with him a bit,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think that was the initial thing because, I mean, you're not with him because his personality.
yeah. And I do think her picker is totally screwed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she'll
Comes from
always.
a long line of bad pickers.
Yeah, so she'll always pick like shitty partners.
Yeah.
But she was like, I might as well pick a famous one so I get something out of it.
Right.
You know, kind of thing.
Right. I think it was calculated on both parts. You know, they both used each other. And unfortunately, the one who suffers the most is Cruz. Their 3-year-old, what they think he might be autistic. So, autistic child wrapped up with a psychopath dad and a mom who it's hard to let go of the dad. Like, it's just a crazy situation. I can't imagine the fights that child has heard. And I can't imagine that is good for his development.
No, he probably just heard him screaming all day, every day.
I bet since the day he was
Well, I mean,
born.
the thing that he went to rehab, they got in a fight so bad, he was like smashing coffee tables in the house.
Yeah,
You know, so it's like, yeah, that's going to stress you out. And it's pretty hard to get anything done when you're in like emotionally stressful environments. You know, like even as an adult, it's hard to like focus on work or something. As a little kid, for sure, you're like, you're not thinking of anything except like, what the hell's going on, and I need to like survive this.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're probably just in a state of constant panic, terror, anxiety. And I'm sure as a
you're just
little boy
reacting.
who has autism, none of those things are good for them.
Yeah.
At all. And then the fact that he had the son and Brittany move out instead of him moving out. Like, come on.
For him to then just go to rehab for 30 days.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's crazy. And didn't pay the mortgage for 6. That's what kills me about him is in that rehab, he's shooting all these little videos, like saying all this stuff. And I feel like you can tell he's like acting. Like he doesn't think any of this. Like he just knows like, I need to make these videos because this is what they're going to use and it's going to make me look good. 100%. But that's like, he does not give a shit about any of that. And same like when he FaceTimes Jason and is like, I'm going to get caught up on the mortgage because I didn't pay it for 6 months. And she's going to get all the earnings of their podcast until it's paid. But then he doesn't do any of that. And he never was going to do any of that. He just needs to get Jason to think, oh, Jax is trying. I better keep hanging out and supporting him because he's trying. But like he's not at all.
He's just a master manipulator. He knows exactly what to say, when to say it, to manipulate people, to quiet them down so they stop asking questions. Then he moves on as he would have moved on.
Mm-hmm.
And then people later will be like, well, I thought he was going to do X, Y, and Z. And whether they have the balls or not to ask him to his face, they at least mention it to their spouse or whoever. And then he just kind of keeps on getting away with bullshit.
Yeah, just keeps doing the same crap.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, it's good that he's getting off. He had a good little plot line with him being at rehab and they're all like partying, having fun. And he's still terrorizing them from rehab. But it's like, yeah, I agree. Like, we're sick of Jax. Like, we're sick of seeing the same Jax Brittany merry-go-round. Like, I mean, how many times do you got to see that?
Right.
You know, like... And if they stay together, everyone can tell you exactly what it's going to look like in 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year. Right. It's going to look the exact same.
Right.
You know.
So now on to the Michelle and Aaron drama. So they have now broken up.
Well, I think start with that's sort of the next plot line is they're actually getting divorced and she's been dating Aaron, like bringing him onto the show, sort of bringing him around, making Jesse be around him. And he's been trying to like be good and invite them on their trips and stuff, you know.
But she totally blew up her spot, blew up her marriage. They should have gone to couples counseling because her and Aaron had only lasted 1 year.
Yeah.
Until he was done.
Yeah, there's so much to unpack with them. Like, and so they split up because she cheated. She just wanted to leave, but she cheated on him for like 2 years. Says it wasn't with Aaron. Like, they never did anything appropriate. But everybody knows they did. Yeah. Because she would go dress up to buy his honey and stuff, you know? So, like, she blew up their marriage. And it's going on while Jax and Brittany's marriage is blowing up. And everyone's, like, gathering around Brittany. Like, oh, my God, this is terrible. We're so happy you're leaving him. And Michelle is like, why isn't anyone gathering around me? But she doesn't realize she is the Jax of their relationship.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. She thinks just because she's the girl that she should get, all this sympathy for blowing up their family.
Yeah.
And I 100% think she cheated, whether it was physical
said
or
she did.
emotional. Yeah.
And she said she did, and there's a point, she swore on their daughter's life she didn't when she did.
Yeah.
That is what Jax would do.
Yeah.
Jax would swear on Cruz's life he didn't cheat, but he did. So it's
Yeah.
like, Michelle, you are the Jax. That's why nobody is sympathizing with you.
Right.
Like,
Right.
but she doesn't see it at all.
Yeah, and when they were all going out of town and Jesse rented the house that they would all be staying in, and then she was like, well, I want to come and I want to bring Aaron, but we need to take a vote and vote Jesse out of the house. It's like, you're not voting out the person who booked and paid for the house. Like, are you crazy?
Another Jax move.
Crazy.
That is what Jax would do.
It would be.
Like,
yeah.
her and Jax are peas in a pod, dude.
Yeah.
I swear. Like, yeah, he's being nice enough to pay for the place and invite you
With
and
your
your boyfriend,
boyfriend.
who he knows you cheated on him
Yeah.
with. But he's like, whatever.
And they're
I'm
still
not-
technically married.
Yeah, they're still technically married. Like, he's just like, whatever, I'm going to try my best. You can tell it pisses him off, rightfully so. But you can tell he's trying to be around them and, like, be productive.
Right.
You know? And then she's like, yeah, let's have everyone vote him out of the house. It's like, dude, you are so toxic. Like, she is the most toxic girl on there.
She is. She is very just monotone too. Like the way that she speaks, there's no emotion behind anything that she ever says. It's kind of like someone with a blank stare. You're like, hello, is there any heart in there? Or is it just this weird, cold, like,
It feels like she's
robotic.
trying to manipulate you when she's talking about stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like, it's like a weird, like, talking down to
Yeah.
you almost. Like, she's talking to, like, a stupid kid or something.
Yeah.
Like, trying to, like, get on your level or something. But it's, I don't know. She just,
it's weird.
yeah, she really is, like, toxic. I don't know. That's the best way to describe it. Like, she is straight up toxic,
Yeah.
dude.
And then we get into, of course, all the drama surrounding Danny and the ass grabbing and the go get daddy a drink comment.
Which, yeah,
and
he's
Dark
just
Side Danny and
crashing and burning right out the gates of
yes,
the season.
Yes. I think what he did was like complete creep move. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
you're a husband, you're drunk at a bar, grabbing other girls' asses, who the girl is a lesbian
Yeah.
and is going to be soon to be fiance to Jasmine. Of course she doesn't want her ass grabbed by a man.
Well,
Jesus. Like how horrible of an experience would that be for her, especially someone in the friend group, and how awkward, is that for them to go up to him and say, because he didn't even remember. He was like, oh, I thought it was Michelle.
he
It's like,
totally
that's
remembered.
worse. You should say, I thought it was my wife.
Yeah, you think that's what he would have
Like,
said.
Jesus.
But no, he
So now
totally
he's
remembers.
thinking he wants Michelle. He clearly has a type.
And dude, she's so toxic. She probably would bang him if she wanted to.
Yeah.
If she wanted to, she
Yeah.
probably doesn't want to, so she won't. But if she did find him attractive in any way,
Yeah,
she
she
would
probably
bang him
would.
for sure.
Yeah.
Doesn't give a crap about Nia.
I think in the next 5 years, we'll definitely hear a headline of Danny Bucco cheating on Nia, because if he's
If he
able
hasn't
to
already.
do if he's able to do that, there's obviously not many boundaries with him when he's drunk.
And
And
his-
she can't police his drinking and everything. She's got 4 freaking kids now, under
Yeah.
4. Like, they won't let us forget that. And it's like, yes, but that's your doing. You
Yeah.
can't just tell your wife no and that you need a break. She won't listen. Like, that's your doing.
Yeah.
But he's a complete creep. Any guy that does that when he's married is just such a greasy old creep, but on the other hand, I don't think that they needed to apologize 4 to 5 times.
No,
for
yeah,
the
that's
same thing.
that's the issue with Jasmine and her girlfriend is they keep bringing it up to Danny, and so he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That was terrible. I totally regret doing that." And then they instantly turn around and run to their friends and are like, can you believe Danny groped her? I'm still so pissed about it. I'm still so upset about it. So he comes back again. I'm so sorry. It was terrible. Like, I can't believe I did that. I'm so ashamed of myself. Oh, it's cool. We're over it. We're good. Instantly turn around. Can you believe he groped her? Like, they've done that every episode for like 4 episodes in a row. So it's like, dude, if you're not over it, don't tell them you're over it.
Yeah, that's where they went wrong in this whole situation. Is just say, do you know what? Thanks for the apology. We're still not over it, so we're going to need some time. But we do want to move on eventually. But
they won't say that. They say the opposite. They're like, it's totally cool. It's totally fine. We're over it.
And then continue to have problems.
Yeah.
And go to their friends and continue to talk shit. It was exhausting. Like, I do not like Danny. I do not like what he did. I think Nia deserves way better, especially with the childhood that she had. But I also don't like how Jasmine and them would just lie to their face and say it's fine when it clearly wasn't. Like, girl, just be honest.
Yeah.
Just be honest. Why is it so hard for people just to be honest these days?
Like, what he did was horrible, but what they're doing is straight up annoying.
Yeah, 100%. I'd be so annoyed.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so, like, with all of that Danny drama going on too, it's had Kristen this season being like the crusader for Danny and Nia, like really trying to stick up for them because she really cares about them. So she's just saying all this crazy stuff, like Jason takes off his wedding ring and goes out, just kind of like stirring up other random stuff so people like take the heat off Danny a little bit, you know. But at least she owns it, because when they confront her about it, she's like, oh, no, yeah, I just made that up because, like, y'all are going at Danny. Yeah, and I'm just, like, kind of trying to help my friend out, you know?
And who would have known we, like, would end up liking Kristen Doty, and that she would be kind of a voice of reason on this season a little bit, you know? She still has her moments, but she is so much better this season than last season with, like, stirring up drama and...
Her whole Valley career so far, I feel like it's the best she's ever been. Because the last season, she was stirring up drama about Michelle and Jesse, but she was right the whole time.
Yeah.
So she was doing Jesse a favor, you know? And again,
well, that's why they're close now.
Exactly. Like, she, like, will really, like, ride for her friends. I think she's always liked Jesse more than Michelle.
Yeah,
you know, kind of thing. And this season, she's really riding for Danny. So, like... You know, she's always crazy Kristen, but like this season or this series, I guess, like she just she's still crazy and does these crazy things, but she's definitely like a super loyal friend.
Yeah.
And like, you can tell just like really likes Luke and just wants to like have a family and like progress her life, you know, kind of thing. Like, she's the most likable girl out of the whole season, I think, so far. Like, or out of the show so far.
And you can tell Luke definitely brings out a softer side to her. Maybe she feels more secure in life and just where she is in her relationship, that she can kind of calm down and be more of her like soft self instead of being so like intense and hard all the time.
Yeah, she's intense. Like, when they were in Hawaii and he's, like, trying to kind of, like, get ready to propose to her, you could tell he was, like, crashing out, going up to it, like, and she's thinking, like, he's pissed off about something. It was just a funny, those whole episodes of that going on. But, yeah, she's, like, really shined through this season, sticking up for people, and honestly, like, most of the shit she's been saying... And what she was saying last season, like, it was the truth. Like, she was totally right about Michelle, saying, you need to go talk to Jesse. And you've been, I think she said, was dating somebody for a year.
Yeah.
Jesse said she was cheating for 2 years a year ago. So, like, her timeline is spot on.
Yeah, that's definitely such a sticky situation. But, I mean, I like Kristen. She just had her little baby, Kaya Lily. So they are happy.
Yeah, it's good for them. Finally got the kid.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're, like, officially married by now or still just engaged.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
But they seem like, you know, a weird match, but they seem like a match.
Yeah, yeah. I like Luke for her. I mean, anyone that can calm Kristen Doty down.
Yeah.
Praise to you.
And he's a good change of like the guys in the group, because all the guys in the group are like these LA bros, where he's kind of like this more mountain guy, sort of chill, like
he
more
lived
down
off
to earth.
grid. He lived off grid before meeting Kristen, which is so funny because it's like polar opposite from LA life. So, you know, he's kind of just more of those like all natural guys and
more easygoing.
Yeah.
He's a good addition to the guys on the cast to sort of like add a different type of guy in the cast, because the other ones are all just like these super bros, you know?
So stay tuned with the Valley, because we do have a 3-part reunion coming up with them. So you know that they're diving deep, getting into it with all the dynamics going on. And it's rare that you see a 3-parter on season 2. So I am excited for that.
Yeah, it should be good. You can tell that they're like really feel like they caught lightning in a bottle with the Valley, and are kind of going all in on it. And so, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned.
Thanks for listening.